Tonight's True Crime Time, I have someone who I do have at least one other video about, Jack Unterweger. And as you likely know by now, these take me a very long time, so if you can like, comment, share, copy link, let me know if this is on your For You page, anything to help me get views. I appreciate you to the fullest extent of the law. I appreciate you to the fullest extent of the law. Stickers with my logo are now available. There are officially less than 5 left in the original batch. And if you buy from that one, you get a handwritten note from me, so if you want that, make sure to buy soon. However, more will be coming. And hoodies are coming too. Go to my pinned video for how to buy. Okay, Johann Jack Unterweger was born on August 16th, 1950, and he lived until June 29th, 1994. Jack was an Austrian serial killer who committed murder in several countries, including Austria, West Germany, Czechoslovakia, and the United States. Initially convicted in 1974 of a single murder, Unterweger began to write extensively while in prison, and his work gained the attention of the Austrian literary elite, who took it as evidence that he had been rehabilitated. After significant lobbying, Unterweger was released on parole in 1990. After his release, he became a minor celebrity and worked as a playwright and journalist, but within months he resumed killing women. Unterweger hanged himself in prison after being convicted of 9 more murders in June of 1994. Johann Jack Unterweger was born on August 16th, 1950, in Judenburg, Styria, Austria. Not sure if I'm saying that right. To his mother, Theresia Unterweger, a Viennese barmaid and waitress, and Jack Becker, an American soldier who she met in Trieste, Italy. Some sources described his mother as a sex worker. His mother was also jailed for fraud while pregnant, but was released and traveled to Graz, where he was born. After his mother was arrested again in 1953, Unterweger was sent to Carinthia to live with his grandfather. This grandfather was known as a rough fellow who regularly used his grandson to help him steal farm animals. Unterweger was in and out of prison for much of his youth and worked as a waiter, but between 1966 and 1974, he was arrested and convicted 16 times, mostly for theft-related offenses, but also for pimping and sexual assault on a sex worker. He spent most of those 8 years in jail. In 1974, Unterweger murdered 19-year-old West German national Margaret Schaefer by strangling her with her own bra, and in 1976, he was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. While imprisoned, he wrote short stories, poems, plays, and an autobiography called Purgatory, or The Trip to Prison, Report of a Guilty Man. This autobiography later served as the basis for a documentary. Whether Unterweger actually wrote the autobiography himself is disputed. In 1985, a campaign to pardon and release him from prison began. Initially, the Austrian president refused the petition, citing the court-mandated minimum of 15 years in prison. Writers, artists, journalists, and politicians agitated for a pardon, including Nobel Prize-winning authors Elfriede Jelinek and Günter Grass. All of these people did succeed in getting him released in May of 1990, where he then went on to commit the many more murders. Like I said, he killed himself in 94.